Hello and welcome to Art with Mr. P. This week we're looking at a little printmaking. You're going to need some wax crayons or pastels and some chalk. Now, if you don't have those, don't worry, because you can draw what we're going to be looking at. Now, printmaking is all about producing a copy of something. If you do it often enough, you make a pattern. We're only going to make one copy today, though. So we're not looking quite at patterns. Anyway, let's get creative, let's have some fun. So this week, we're going to create a transfer print of a castle. If you don't have these materials, I can't see any good reason why you couldn't just draw your castle, put in as much detail as you can, put in as much pattern as you can. Think about how the pattern across a surface helps to create texture. Try and make the rock or the brick look rough. And if there's grass at the bottom of the castle, try and make it look softer. But anyway, going back to the print. First of all, start off with a normal piece of paper, plain white paper. Fold it in half. And then cover one side of the paper in bright chalk. So I've randomly chosen orange, something light colour. Okay. Carefully get rid of the dust. And then, so that was using coloured chalk. Then using wax crayon or wax pastel, go over the chalk. Notice I'm using the side of the chalk and the pastel, yep, for maximum coverage. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is hide the orange. There it is. Then refold the paper and draw with a very hard pencil. Draw something on the outside of your paper. So just to demonstrate the point, I'm pressing really hard. I'm going to draw this castle, something like that. Arrow slits in there. Suppose we ought to have a gateway of a portcullis. Maybe a drawbridge coming out. We've got some more towers in the background. Pressing, remember to keep pressing hard. It's a little window, probably where Rapunzel lives. Okay. Something like that. Okay, and then when you open that up, you get a version of it on the other side. Now we'll clean that off. And essentially what you've got is a copy of what you started with. Now it's a bit fuzzy, but we can go up. Now, if you haven't got the chalks and the oil pastels, what I'd like you to do is, when you draw your castle, is actually give the walls texture. Now, if it's made out of rock and stones, then it might look something like that. So you can cover the whole wall. The arrow slits are going to be maybe slightly different. Maybe we'll have big rocks around the gateway. Thinking about this texture thing, the wood is going to have, the wood of the drawbridge will have grain on it. The turrets will have slates on, or tiles. And so you can keep going, yeah? Maybe windowsills. Grass will have interesting texture, the road will have a texture. How interesting can you make your castle? And you can do exactly the same thing for your print, yeah? You could even add colour. Let's see what you can come up with. So this week we've been looking at printmaking. Hopefully you've had a chance to use wax and chalk resist. Hopefully you've had a chance to create a super piece of artwork showing a castle. Next week, we're going to go 3D. And we're going to start to explore a little bit of sculpture. See you then.